Hey, this is Nick again with Muscle Meditation. So beautiful, as you can see, the sun. I'm squinting, but just a beautiful day. We had a little bit of rain. I'm in Southern California. Let me see if I can get you a good view here. I think if I keep the camera like that, maybe a little too much sun. So either way, I'll just do it like this. It is it's Valentine's weekend, so I'm filming this on a Friday, and it seems appropriate. I've filmed a number of podcasts. I'm not sure this should come out, and actually it should be the first one that's in line for my podcast series, but it's appropriate that what I want to talk about is a heart-opening experience that I had. So I'll try to not steer off too many different tangents, but I tend to do that. But anyway, so I'd been in a relationship. Yeah, just get right into it. And I had felt that I was really in it. But I do have to say, looking back, there was an experience, a profound shift, a thing that happened to me. So looking back though, I kind of saw where I was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out sort of thing. I think I've always had that. And I think I know why. That's not what this little episode is about, but so at any rate, really amazing woman felt she wasn't getting enough out of the relationship. I blamed her. Well, she's needy, she's this, she needs too much, and I'm already like, wait a minute, I'm doing enough. No, I wasn't. I blamed her when it was me. But anyhow, how I got to this point was, so she broke up with me, and I went through a couple of months that were tough. She had mentioned something to me, and I'll get to other podcasts on this, other episodes, where she mentioned something about masculinity, and that kind of touched a nerve with me. You're calling me not masculine, which she wasn't. That's how I took it. So that was sort of my first step of how something's wrong, so I gotta change. At this point I'm 48 years old. I keep, I'm in and out of relationships, just things aren't working. And at a certain point I realized, well, it can't be all of them. There's something has to be going on here, right? It's something. So I realized where I fell short. I researched some masculinity, some people on YouTube, and I learned a lot. It was me. I don't want to get a whole lot into those topics. The heart opening is what I want to get to, which is, so eventually I get to a point after about a month and a half, I sort of figured, okay, get back on the dating sites. I learned, let's move on. And I couldn't move on. I started hitting points where I wasn't sleeping that well. I'd wake up at 2:33 in the morning, and I'm up. I'm up for the rest of the day, which, then I'm working a 10-12 hour day, and I'm wiped out. And then the next night I'm up at 2 or 3 in the morning. God, this can't keep going on. And I really felt as if I'm gonna crack. Um, Something's got to give. And it was really interesting. The day this happened, it was in October, Friday the 13th. I didn't think too much of it because I'm up at 2:30 again, and I can't sleep. Let me back up. That night before, I had watched a Joe Dispenza. I'd been listening to a lot of Joe Dispenza, so I knew there's hope, light at the end of the tunnel. If you don't know who Joe Dispenza is, look him up and follow his stuff. He's got great, if you're stuck, he has some great motivational things, great tools, just follow him. Just go to YouTube and hit follow and watch all his stuff. He's one of them. There's a number of people, but go find him. So that night before, I know something's got to give. I got on my knees and I prayed to God, and I thought really the route to forget. I wanted to forget her and move on. I learned what I needed to learn, and it hit me that maybe I just need to learn how to forgive. Okay, I don't really know what that means. I really don't. Forgive. I mean, if I can forget about it, yeah, I forgive. It's, or it's forgive, but I can't forget, and then I'm holding a grudge. And so anyway, I get on my knees and I pray to God and I said, please, I want to learn how to forgive. Just teach me. Next morning, Friday, 13th, 2:30, I'm up. Again. Alright, make coffee, use my time wisely, get on YouTube, maybe I'll learn something, just something to keep me awake. I'm not falling asleep. I don't know why. I searched EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, for, I knew one of the things was I was jaded, I was resentful. And, because again, I'm blaming her. I still didn't realize, well, I mean, I'm still blaming her. I know it's my fault, but I'm blaming her. It's back and forth. It's like a twisted circle in my head and heart, So, I find this guy kind of, he's overweight, big long white beard, bald, and there was a word under him that says Ho-oponopono. And I learned how to pronounce it. I could. So what's this? Okay, a lot of vowels, right? A lot of O's. And so, whatever. The video was 7 minutes long. So, and I've done EFT tapping before, Emotional Freedom Technique. This was for love, pain, resentment, that kind of thing. And he just said, get a picture of whoever it is. If you have a picture, I didn't. Of course, I'm resentful. I deleted everything. The number, the pictures, the everything, right? So, but I had a picture in mind so I can visualize. I see her face and start tapping. And so he starts saying the phrases of Ho-oponopono. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. There's some other phrases he had in there. This is where it got weird. I'm not an emotional guy. I mean, I can watch a sad movie and, let myself get caught up in it and all that. But I immediately started bawling. Or tapping, I'm sorry. Please, I followed exactly what he was doing. I just started bawling. And I cried for hours. And this wasn't oh, I'm so sad and lonely kind of cry. This was something was healing. And I said, I'm going to go with it. I just kept feeling that feeling and I was emotional all day. And so I remember the word Ho-oponopono. And I remember seeing, it's either Facebook, Instagram, maybe both. Joe Vitale from The Secret, he had a program, or has, a Ho-oponopono. And I was kind of, whatever, what's this guy selling? He's making money, blah, 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 crap, 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 you know. Wait a minute, I've seen that somewhere. So I went to social media and I found it. Well, $40, done, sold. I want to learn everything about it. So I bought the program, $40. And then there's another add-on, it was just a song. So I'm at work all day long. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. But in that moment when I started bawling, I knew I had to call her. I had to talk to her. Something changed like that. And I wasn't jaded. I wasn't resentful. I knew I loved her. And it really hit. All that shit of me being afraid of commitment, one foot in, one foot out, not sure this, not sure that, not following my masculine essence, my masculine nature, my energy. I was just I don't know, and yeah, whatever, you make the plans kind of thing, versus me taking charge. Now that's a whole different topic, but all that changed in a flash, and I couldn't wait to call her. But here was the thing. I deleted her number. The only thing I didn't do, and I deleted everything on social media, Facebook, Instagram, pictures, gone. The whole Italian's like, you're dead to me, you know. That's what I did. And I sent her a message. I didn't talk to her for a couple months, and I said, I have to talk to you. And again, I'm emotional all day. I had to talk to her. I used the analogy of, if you ever left your house or apartment, whatever, and you think maybe you left the stove on, I had to get to her. I had to talk to her. And of course I had a super long day. I'd worked. I'm in Orange County, California. I had to work up sort of close to LA. It was a later service call I had to go on. But I texted her, and she said, here, she gave me her number again and said, don't lose it this time. And so I rushed home. I stopped at some place, got a sandwich. I inhaled my food, and I called her, and we talked for 3 hours. And it was a very emotional time. I said, okay, let's cut to the chase. I realized I love you. And I never even said that before. Because I was too cool for that. I had a wall up. This Ho-oponopono way, what I learned, broke that wall, smashed it, and I bawled. Now there's other stuff, you know, there's more to the Ho-oponopono of healing wounds from the past and things that I've done, that I think, or people have done to me, I think. I learned so much, and it was a life changer. It was a game changer. Ho-oponopono. And, you know, you call it whatever you want, of breaking this wall. I really think it broke the wall around my heart. It was a heart-opening experience. And so to get back to her, I realized I was in love with her, and I wanted her, no one else. And been together ever since. Valentine's weekend, we're going to Big Bear. So, happy Valentine's Day. Open your heart.